Hello everyone, welcome to today's bookish video. Today I'm going to be sharing what I learned about effective communication from two books I recently finished on Audible, The Flatshare by Beth and The Horse Dancer by Jojo Moyes. I wanted to do a comparison between these two books because Beth is meant to be the new Jojo Moyes and The Flatshare was meant to be the rom-com of the year. However, I decided on The Horse Dancer by Jojo Moyes because I didn't want like a boy-girl cliche romance. I wanted something a little different just to be slightly refreshing, and also I was interested in horses when I was younger, so I wanted to listen to a book that was a love story about a girl and a horse. Personally, I thought The Flatshare was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. However, I did enjoy the book because it showed how good communication is essential to making a relationship work, and that it doesn't have to be conventional, it just has to get you the support you need. The two main characters come together after Tiffy has broken up with her on-again, off-again boyfriend and is desperate to leave his apartment this time because she felt like this breakup started to show her things about his personality that she didn't see before. Due to her low wages and the expensive rent prices of London, she's led into accepting an unusual flat-share arrangement. The plan was that Tiffy and her new roommate Leon will share the same bed. However, they will never be in the flat at the same time as Leon works nights. The plan is they are never supposed to meet. After a while, the two start using post-it notes to leave messages to each other. At first, it's just like, there's leftover cake, what day does the recycling bin go out? Very casual housekeeping. However, soon these post-it notes kind of turn into little love letters as they start communicating more frequently, as well as sharing more details about their personal lives. I found it interesting that they were able to get so comfortable with each other with no real in-life interaction. Then I thought maybe it's because they had no expectations or fear of being hurt by the other person that allowed this to happen. Their odd flat-share setup actually created trust and stability. They believed that they won't meet because of their schedules, but they still felt close because the flat was a place they shared. While Tiffy's in this new flat, she continues to analyze her past relationship with her ex-boyfriend, learning to be honest with herself about what actually happened in the relationship and understanding why it was not healthy. She's able to do this with the help of her best friends as well as through therapy. Beth is showing that in-person interaction is still very important, as well as having a close circle of people to share your struggles with can help you grow, as talking about your problems is a powerful tool to set yourself free. Though I didn't find this book to be that romantic, honestly that's just because I watch K-dramas and my standards are high for cringe and toxic romance. I did like the book though because Beth showed that it's okay to ask for help and get support when you're going through difficult times. Now in the next book, the characters are not able to communicate well either through talking or messaging, and it's a little bit sad and frustrating because the characters could have fixed some of the problems earlier if they'd learned to be honest with each other and ask for help. The Horse Dancer is about 14-year-old Sarah, whose grandfather has had a stroke and ends up in the fostering system after Natasha, the other main character, meets her shoplifting. Due to the fact that Natasha's a lawyer and represented children, she felt she couldn't leave Sarah alone after the incident. So Natasha takes Sarah into her home because she thought it would ease the tension between her soon-to-be ex-husband. However, Natasha realizes that looking after a teenager is actually difficult, especially one who keeps a lot of secrets to herself. Sarah has a horse named Boo and she tries to keep him a secret because of fear of what social services would do to him. Sarah is determined to protect her horse desperately and will stop at nothing to try to achieve her dream of getting to France with her horse, including lying and stealing when things break down even more. Natasha and her husband argued non-stop. It was a constant cycle of blaming each other. Their marriage began to fall apart due to fertility struggles and the couple not being able to communicate and cope in a healthy way from the loss. Natasha started to feel insecure comparing herself to younger women, while her husband had his own issues and started distancing himself. So this soon-to-be ex-couple can't stand each other and they make it very clear. The arguing actually gets very tedious, but I think it represents when love goes bad from not understanding each other's needs. As the book goes on, we continue to see Sarah struggling in silence. She even endangers herself by taking this trip to France, all because she's too scared to trust. I felt a little sad and frustrated because some of the problems could have been avoided if she'd just been honest. I understand from Sarah's perspective that the instability of foster care and her grandfather in hospital was a heavy burden, so she was closed off. But then there was a point where a sleazy man tried to take advantage of her, claiming she owed him money for her horse, and Sarah didn't tell anyone what almost happened to her. She was not able to ask for help, and it was such a shame to see things spiral down. The frustrating thing was that though Natasha and her husband were terrible to each other, they sincerely were willing to do so much for Sarah, and paying off the debt for the horse would not have been a problem to them. But Sarah could not see that she was in a safe place now, because the last time she decided to trust, it backfired. These characters get themselves in an exhausting problem because their past hurt that keep festering in them, and it blinded their vision and they were not able to let their guard down. Now, I understand it can be really hard for young people as well as adults to open up. I myself have got into situations because I didn't communicate or ask for help when I was struggling. A way I try to help myself now is by sharing how I'm really feeling with close friends. I try to challenge myself to not respond with "I'm fine" or "I'm okay" to people who I know care for me. Another thing I want to recommend is therapy for people like me and the characters in the book who needed a safe place to process their thoughts and feelings. I've had cognitive behavior therapy as well as talking therapy, and it's helped me a lot. You don't need to be diagnosed to seek out therapy. If you're feeling overwhelmed or simply just want a second opinion with navigating life, you should definitely try it. Visit mind.org.uk for more information to finding the right resources for yourself. And also try my challenge, not responding with "I'm fine" or "I'm okay" to people in your close circle. People in your close circle and not just like a nosy neighbor or colleague, someone who actually genuinely cares for you. And so we've come to the end of this bookish video. I'm so happy that I experienced these books on Audible. I really enjoyed the narration in the Flatshare because we had the female and the male narrator. I thought the narrators had really cute accents, especially the guy. And the horse dancer had a bit of French words coming out through that too, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I know that if I was actually reading it, I would not have been able to pronounce any of those French words. It was really nice to just listen to that and be taken into these two perspectives of the boy and girl, Leon and Tiff in the Flatshare, and also Natasha, Sarah and her ex-husband's perspective in The Horse Dancer. If you're interested in Audible, sign up for 30 days trial and get one book for free. I have linked my books down below. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these or if you have anything else to add to the points I mentioned. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment and subscribe so I know what to keep posting. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.